Hello students, already we started to solve the numericals, also MCQ, some numericals and MCQ we completed. In this lecture also we are going to solve the MCQ. I want to tell you one thing, this is our chapter is rotational dynamics. Last time I think many times I told that this chapter is nothing but the combination of two chapter. In that circular motion is there, also in that rotational motion is there. So concept is more that it is vast also. So we are trying to take more MCQs for your practice. So let me start the next MCQs. A stone tied to the end of a string 80 cm long in wind in a horizontal circle with a constant speed. If the stone makes 40 revolutions in 25 seconds, what is the magnitude and direction of the acceleration of the stone? It is related to our that it is circular motion is there. In that circular motion here the stone is revolving in a circular motion in a horizontal plane as per the given information here. Let me write such way that stone is tied to the one end of a string. It is the R is nothing but 80 centimeter. It is the length of that string. Otherwise we can say that the circle, in that circle the stone is revolving, that circle having the radius, it is R. Okay. Now next is there a horizontal circle, constant speed is there, the stone makes revolution. Let me see what are the given. First is there we are getting R. We can take a small r, otherwise capital R, no problem here. I am taking R, 8 centimeter. Here we have to convert it into meter. We can see all are that SI units are there. So here that 80 is converted, multiple by 10 raised to -2. Then we are getting 0.8 meter. This is the length of that string. Otherwise it is the radius of a circle. In that circle the stone is going to fill. It is going to take a revolution. Next is the N. Capital N is a number of revolutions. 40. It is important. Now see what happens when any particle, when it will start from this position, when it will complete that one revolution and it will reach again, that time theta, the angle which is completed by that body in one revolution is pi. For single revolution we can say it is completed that theta is 2 pi. Suppose the particle is going to complete the number of revolutions, more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That time the formula is replaced by theta is nothing but 2 pi into capital N. See there small n, otherwise small f we are going to use for the frequency. That we know the number of revolutions completed by the particle per second. Here that capital N is that it is a number of revolutions. How many revolutions it is going to complete it. So as per our given information, capital N is a number of revolutions. So here we are putting this value, theta is equal to 2 pi into N. So by putting this value 2 pi, N is 40. So this value we got. Next is time. T is given. T is equal to 25 second. Now which factor we have to find, otherwise which quantity we have to find. It is nothing but acceleration. In that to find, here we have to find the acceleration. We know the formula A is equal to omega square into r. Let me first find the value of A is equal to omega square into r. Omega is equal to theta divided by time. That we know. So we have that value. Theta is nothing but 2 pi n. N is a number of revolution taken by a stone. That stone is tied to the one end of a string. That string having the length 80 centimeter. That 80 centimeter we are converted into meter. So by putting this value here, we will get 2 pi n divided by t. So here we will get 2, the value of pi, it is 22 divided by 7. The value of n, it is 4 15 divided by time is there 25 seconds. By simplifying that, simple mathematical calculation is there. Omega is equal to here 2 into 2 4 into 22 88 divided by 25. It will come radian per second. Okay. Here this value we have to put in that equation. A is equal to omega square into r. Putting the value of omega square here 88 divided by 25 bracket square into 0.8. That we will get here the square is 7744 divided by 625 into 0.8. See, I want to tell you here I am writing the direct answer, but for students it is compulsory to find out the answer with the help of log table. Here you will get the value 15,245. See the all value here. By simple mathematical calculation, here we will get the value is there 9.91 meter per second. So we can write here 9.91 meter second raised to minus 1. When it will come in the place of numerator, that time it is replaced by minus 1. So here we are getting the first number option is correct. In that, see there capital N. In our lecture also, we taken that capital N is the number of revolutions. So that formula you write down. If you want to see that completely, pause the video and write down all the answer of that MCQ, and then you will get the new formula here. As the number of revolution changes, that time we can use theta is equal to 2 pi into N. N means how many revolutions the particle is going to take when it is going to perform the horizontal circular motion. So here that is a new formula. By putting this simple mathematical calculation, here I want to tell you once again, you have to use log table. Log table is compulsory for students. So we are getting the first answer of that, this first MCQ. Now we will move toward the next. Second one is there. See here, one end of the string of a length L connected to a particle of a mass m and other to the small page on a smooth horizontal table. Page means it is a board. In Marathi it is called as chair. On a smooth horizontal table, if the particle moves in a circle with the speed v, the net force on the particle which is directed toward the center is, we have to find out the value of that net force. The options are there T, second is there T minus mv square upon L, third one T plus mv square upon L, and last one is 0. Simple is there here horizontal, one of the table is present there, on that table one of the bolt is present there. So this bolt, see that the string L is the length of that string, that length, the string is connected to that page, and other 1/8 of that string is connected to that page, otherwise we can say bolt, and another end is connected to the mass. That mass is going to revolve it is moving in a horizontal circle on that table. So here it is present at the center, and we have to find out the necessary centripetal force. We know when the circular motion is there, that time the necessary centripetal force we are getting in that we are getting in any circular motion. If we are talking about the vehicle which is taking a turn on that round, otherwise on curved surface, that time the friction force between the tires of the vehicle and the surface, they give the necessary centripetal force. Here they already told us that part, we revised many times. In that string is present here, the one end of string is tied to the page, bolt is present at the horizontal table, and other end is connected to that particle, and particle is revolving in that horizontal circle. So here tension is present there, that tension gives a necessary centripetal force. So here we are getting T tension, it is mv square upon L. L is the length of that string, V is the speed of that particle with the speed it is going to revolve. Here given v is the speed, m is the mass of that particle, and here the net force is directed toward the center of a circle, a horizontal circle. Net force is directed toward the center, so it is a centripetal force. Okay, it is directed toward the center, so we are getting T is equal to mv square upon m. So this is our necessary centripetal force. So as per the given option, our A option is correct. Let me move toward the next MCQ. Simple MCQs are there. If your theory is perfect, then easily you can solve in a short time. Next is that a stone of a mass m tied to the end of a string revolves in a vertical circle of radius r. The net forces at the lowest and the highest points of the circle directed vertically downwards are. Here four alternative options are given us. We have to choose the one option which is correct. What is given in that option? See there, at the lowest point whatever the force its value, and at the highest point whatever the force its value we have to find. We know vertical circular motion, already we learned that. In vertical circular motion, we know the tension and velocity are different at a different position. It is the highest position, otherwise we can say the highest point. Whatever you will take it, H, it is lower point, lowest point as per the given information. Okay, here a stone of a mass m is the mass of that stone. It is tied to the end of a string and it revolves in a vertical circle. See the vertical circle is there. Here center is present there, so that distance is r. R is the radius of that. The net forces at the lowest and highest point of the circle. That means here is also force present and here is also force present. That force having that value, formulas that we have to find out. We know at the highest point, see there, the two forces are present here. The force due to mg and another force is due to the tension. See there, at highest point we have to take T2. They both are vertically in downward direction toward the center. Now second is here at the lowest point. Here two forces present there, mg is vertical downward, another is the tension toward the center. So here tension is T1 is given here. Okay, now here we have to find out the values of that forces. See there, very important thing is that the forces at the lowest and the highest points of the circle directed vertically downward. They both are directed vertically downward, and in this case we have to find out their values. At the lowest point, see there here, two forces are there, mg is vertically downward. Next, at lowest point, here we will write at point L, two forces are present there. Next is T1. See there, mg and T1, they both are opposite to each other. mg is vertically downward direction and T1 is vertically upward direction toward the center. So here it is vertically upward. Towards center. So if we are writing for that the mg, very important thing is that the forces at the lowest and highest point of the circle directed vertically downward. As per that we have to find the correct alternative. So here we will get here mg minus T1. So it is at point here. Now we can find at point H. Here. At point H, here also two forces are there. The force due to tension T2, the force due to weight mg. They both are vertically downward. They both are directed directed vertically downwards towards the center. So here for the necessary centripetal force we will get at point H is here mg plus T2. So such a way we are getting the correct option. At point here it is mg minus T1. Why? mg is vertically downward, T1 is vertically upward toward the center. And here at point H, the both are directed vertically downward but toward the center. Okay, so here we are getting the first MCQ is our correct. Let me move toward the next MCQ. Let me move toward the next MCQ. An aircraft execute a horizontal loop at a speed of 720 km per hour with its wings backed at 15 degree. What is the radius of the loop? The value of G is given. G is 9.8 meter per second square. The options are 1524 kilometer, 1254 kilometer, 15.24 kilometer, and last one is there 1.524 kilometer. As per the given information, aircraft is present there. That aircraft is revolving in a horizontal loop is there. The speed is given. Let me write the given information. What is the given first? Speed is given. Velocity is given to us. It is 720 kilometer per hour. If we are going to see all the answers are kilometer, this value we have to convert in meter per second. As per the mathematical formula, we are converting it 720 multiplied by 5 divided by 18. Simple mathematical calculation is there. Here we are getting 200 meter per second. Once you know the formula, whenever it is important, that time you have to use. Somewhere the velocity is given in kilometer per hour, that time you have to convert into meter per second. Sometime if it is required, you have to convert that meter per second in kilometer per hour. Only you change the numerator and denominator. Multiplication will remain as it. So this is the velocity. Here we are getting the theta. Theta is equal to 15 degree. Now what they are telling us? The wings of that aircraft backed at 15 degree. What is the radius of the loop? Here we have to find out the value of r. To find r, the value of g is given to us. G is acceleration due to gravity. It is 9.8 meter per second square. See here, we have to find out the radius. The formula we know, it is at a bank road. We know angle of banking tan theta is equal to v square upon r. G is with us, v is with us, tan theta also given. We have to find out the value of r. So by rearranging terms, we are getting r is equal to v square divided by g into tan theta. The value of v is there 200. The square of that 200. The value of g is 9.8 and then tan 15 degree. Here I want to tell the students log table is very compulsory. I am going to write the direct answer. But whenever you are solving the numericals, if they are present in MCQ any format, you have to use the log table. I am putting the values and finally I will get the value of tan 15 is 0.2789. Some log table, the last two digits they are going to change. Don't bother about that. By solving this whole equation, we will get 15,245. That value, it is bigger number. I am going to convert into kilometers. So here 15.245 into 10 raised to 3 meter. So it is present in meter. We can convert in kilometer. Therefore, r is equal to 15.245 kilometer. So this is the value of that radius. And I think as per the given option, the third number option is our correct. simple mathematical calculation is there. Let me move toward the next MCQ. See there, two cars of a masses m1 and m2 are moving in the circles of radii r1 and r2 respectively. The speeds are such that they make complete circles in the same time. The ratio of their centripetal acceleration is, the options are m1 r1 as to m2 r2, second one m1 as to m2, third one r1 as to r2, and last one 1 as to 1. Simple is there, two cars are there, so we can say given information first, no any mathematical calculation is there, only interrelationship between the factors. So here for car number first, car 1, the mass is given m1. That car is going to revolve in that circle having the radius r1. Similarly, for car number second, the mass is m2 and the car is revolving in that circle, it having the radius r2. Here we have to find out the ratio of centripetal acceleration of first car to the centripetal acceleration of second car. So AC1 divided by AC2. Here one important thing is given that two cars having the speed such that they both are completing one revolution in the same time. This is the given information. That means T is same for both to completing one revolution. That we have to use here. So as per the given information, we are going to solve that. See there, we know solution. Here we know how to find out AC1, it is V1 square divided by R. Second value AC2, centripetal acceleration for first car, and next one is the centripetal acceleration for second car. Here R1 is radius of that circle, in that the car number 1 is going to revolve. So here centripetal acceleration of second car V2 square divided by R2. What is given to us? They told us the time is same. That means both the car is completing the one revolution in same time. We know the basic information about the velocity. See that velocity is equal to distance divided by time. So from that we can find the value of t. T is equal to d by v. Okay. So here, if it is a horizontal circle is there, in that circle, if they are completing one revolution, that time we are using the distance, it is 2 pi r. 2 pi r is that length of circle, otherwise we can say it is the circumference of a circle. So for first car, if we are going to put here the distance covered by the first car, it is 2 pi r1, velocity is r1, divided by r1 is the radius vector of that circle and its velocity is v1. It is completed in time t. Okay. Here next is there. Similarly for second car we can write 2 pi r2 divided by v2 is equal to t. Why this is written? They told us when that two cars they are completing one revolution with a different speed, but they are completing that one revolution in same time. The both cars are taken the same time. In that time, they both are going to complete the revolution. As per that, we can write here. See that 2 pi r1 divided by v1 is equal to 2 pi r2 divided by v2. That similar common terms we are going to cancel. Here we are rearranging only. This v1 will goes here and r2 will comes here. So here we will get, see here, therefore v1 divided by v2 is equal to r1 divided by r2. Nothing I am doing extra, v1, only v1 goes here, v1 divided by v2 as it is. So here v2, r2 comes in the place of v1, so r1 divided by r2. So these two values are with us. Now we have to find out the ratio of centripetal acceleration of first car to centripetal acceleration of that two cars. That means finally AC1 divided by AC2. That two values we have to find out. We know the formulas by putting their formula. V1 square divided by R1 and the whole is divided by V2 square divided by R2. So rearranging terms, V1 square divided by R1 into R2 divided by V2 square. Simplified where these two terms we are taking together, V1 square divided by V2 square into R2 divided by R1. Next, putting the value V1 upon V2 is equal to R1 upon R2. Here AC1 divided by AC2, the ratio of centripetal acceleration of a first car to the centripetal acceleration of second car. So here R1 square divided by R2 square into R2 divided by R1. So that term we are going to cancel, and lastly we will get here R1 divided by R2. So ratio, the centripetal acceleration of first car to the centripetal acceleration of second car. Here we are getting R1 as to R2. As per the given option, our third number option is correct. Let me move toward the next MCQ. Only one is left. The kinetic energy of a particle of mass m performed in UCM in a circle of a radius r is E. Find the acceleration of the particle. First option is there, twice E divided by mr. Second is twice E divided by mr. Bracket complete, bracket square. Third one 2E mr. And last one 4E upon mr. Simple is there. Only they are asking the relation. Kinetic energy is given by 1/2 mv square. So we can say E is equal to 1/2 mv square. This side only we are doing some rearrangement here. This side of equation is multiplied and divided by r. We will get 1/2 mr v square divided by r. But here we know v square divided by r is nothing but the centripetal acceleration. So putting this value, E is equal to 1/2 mr into A. Here we have to find out relation in between the kinetic energy and acceleration. Find the acceleration of a particle. Therefore, A is nothing but A is equal to twice E divided by mr. Simple rearrangement is there. So here we are getting that option is option number first. So in such a way we are completed today's lecture with some MCQ. In next lecture also we are going to continue the remaining MCQ. Thank you.